Afternoon, Craig Mack here from the What's New in Fitness magazine. I'm at the International Convention Centre in Sydney. I've stopped by the Life Fitness stand. I'm speaking to Aaron Oman from Life Fitness, the New South Wales sales manager.
Yeah.
Aaron, there's so much going on this year for Life Fitness Australia. Just give us a bit of a summary of what's happening.
Yeah, it's been huge. Well, we've welcomed a couple of new brands to our portfolio. Brunswick Corporation, who own Life Fitness, acquired ICG. So we've got their range of group fitness cycles, which are fantastic. In addition to that, they acquired Cybex. So we've also got the full range of Cybex products on our brand portfolio as well. And we've seen some new products in the Life Fitness range and the Hammer Strength range. So it's been busy, very busy.
Very busy, and we're showcasing all of those new pieces today on the stand. So what do we have?
Absolutely, yeah. So one of the new Life Fitness products is the GX rower. Basically another rower to round out our functional space, or another product to round out our functional space. A fluid rower with adjustable resistance. Great little rower, nice and simple, gives you a real on-the-water feel. Very popular, a little bit nice and compact, very popular in those functional training areas. In the distance as well, the Hammer Strength training rig. So that's been really popular as well, again for that sort of functional training areas that are really becoming quite popular within all sorts of facilities. And Hammer Strength have provided something now from that market, for that market segment, from their range, made in America.
There's a lot of rigs out there. Have you got a point of difference with this particular?
Look, the Hammer Strength, I mean, the R&D we've seen in terms of the testing around our rigs is very, very, very heavy duty, basically. So I would say from the testing I've seen and the images of some of the other rigs that have failed under some of the load, they're certainly as good as what you're going to find in terms of heavy duty. They do complement the Hammer Strength range. So if you're dealing with us with Hammer Strength plate loaded, Hammer Strength racks for the main gym training area, they're a great little addition now to sort of finish the circle, I guess, that is the range. So they've been good in that way as well.
Right. And what else as well? We're just going to have a little walk around.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that's been interesting for us is our Discover SE3 range has been our new cardio consoles, but we now have a HD console available.
Okay.
And on the treadmills, we've got a 21-inch console, 1080p screen resolution. So it's the first to the market with any of those sort of features. And being our top of the range Discover SE3 range, it does still have all of that great functionality like interactive LifeScape courses that links with Run Social. It has the ability for you to log in and track your workouts, use GPS workouts, internet, Netflix, BBC News, ESPN, the list goes on and on, you know, TV of course. So it's really about providing that fully immersive entertainment experience to a member so that they the time at the gym isn't so hard for them, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is that part of the Life Fitness Connect?
It is, yes. So it fully interacts in with Life Fitness Connect, LF Connect, and LF Connect's a completely open system. So it also has the ability, LF Connect also has the ability often to work with individual apps that the club may be running. So if the club want to run their own app, they can sync that in so it works with all of that kind of stuff.
Now the information you get, the feedback that you get, let's just say I'm a manager of a club, so how is that being utilised?
A range of ways. So you get all the data as in what machines are being used the most, what time of day they're being used the most, what kind of workouts are being selected the most. So you get all that kind of information fed back to the managers. And what we're sort of finding is the managers are using that information to rotate products, of course, but also little things like where to put on extra classes, where to maybe move people from the cardio area to other sections of the gym floor, how they can basically try to, so if no one can get on a cardio product between 6 and 7 p.m. because that's their peak time, rather than necessarily having to buy more products, why don't we do a floor activity with a high intensity interval training class and get some people off the cardio onto that area.
Is it customizable for a gym?
Absolutely, yeah. So customizing the attract screen, customizing the messages to members, it's fully customizable. And it's all cloud-based, so they just handle that at their own computer and they can just send it across to the machines via the cloud.
Special offers, retention protocols.
Absolutely, all of that kind of information. Down to, personalising the website tabs. So if you want to have them going to your website via the website links, you can do that. To your Facebook page via the Facebook link, you can do that. So they are completely customisable.
So whilst you've got the member there, you really are engaging them
as much as you can. Another touch point, basically. Another big one with the there has been a growth of a lot more of the 24/7 and the box clubs, and they aren't staffed quite the same way as maybe some of those bigger box facilities. So this gives those clubs an opportunity for that touch point.
That's a good point. Yeah. Okay, so Aaron, we have a new piece of equipment here for Life Fitness Australia. Anyway, just explain a little bit more about the Spark, the Cybex Spark.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, Life Fitness acquired the Cybex brand, and adding it to our portfolio in Australia, we've seen some real interest around certain products, and the Spark has been something that's really been an exciting product for us to use. It's something we didn't have access to as a Life Fitness product before, and that's something for that high intensity interval training area. It allows people to really spike their heart rates very, very quickly, short, sharp bursts. It's nice and comfortable and easy to use. Puts you straight into a sprint position, but you can also do a glide or a stride sort of position. And it's just a really simple way of building intensity quite quickly in a class sort of format.
Would this be a replacement for an existing piece of equipment, or would it be in addition to?
It's probably in addition to an area, or it sort of rounds out an area, I would say. I mean, you know, we've seen CrossFit studios and things like that they rely on assault bikes or rowers and things like that. Well, this is another similar sort of thing, but you're standing, so you're able to isolate or utilize your major muscle groups in that standing motion and really generate a lot of power via the wattage. So it's basically an opportunity for people to, you know, utilize their major muscle groups, spike the heart rate very quickly because of that, and use it in high intensity interval training classes or functional classes or that sort of thing. So a lot of the time they might not have something like this. It's a little bit more unique in that scenario.
So this has an application in a group fitness class as well?
Absolutely, yeah. Especially for that, you know, the small group training, or however you want to refer to it, where we're rolling through people through a range of stations. Very much so. I'm certainly not suggesting you had 20 of these in a group fitness room and you had everyone on one, but you know, like we're seeing clubs add 2 or 3 of these to round out their area, and then they might be doing things with kettlebells or a rig or core bags or slam balls or battle ropes or whatever it might be. Yeah.
Now, can a club get a demo?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we'll pop over here, just have a quick look. So basically, when I get onto it, it's very simple. My feet just go straight onto the pedals, so I don't have to worry about any coordination or anything like that about trying to maintain a running pattern or a walking pattern. It just does it automatically for me. At the moment we're in the middle range, so we're sort of in between the striding and the climbing range, but you can see by the side here that my legs are going into basically a sprint or almost a sled position. And then what I can do is I can set interval times, so I can set 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and it only monitors my workload while I'm actually on the unit. The main resistance through this unit is the air vane at the front here, but we have additional magnetic resistance here, 10 levels, that I can just adjust via the side. And then if I really want to get it going, I basically just get into a motion and drive that sprint path, and you see the wattage just climb quite quickly based around what I'm doing. And then when I finish, I get a summary of what my peak wattage was, what my average wattage was, how many meters, how many calories, etc. And you can see already with the way I'm talking, the heart rate, it's not just my fitness, the heart rate and the intensity that you get out of it, it really does, it does happen quite quickly.
Really question, so I'm a club owner and I'm considering a new range of equipment or some additions. Can I get a demo of this at the club? Is that possible through Life Fitness?
Absolutely, yeah. What we're offering people basically through Filex is an opportunity to run a week trial of the product. Yep. We provide some banners and equipment like that to assist with that, and the sales guys will turn up at the facility to show the members how to use it correctly, and the club owners. And we're very confident that once the club owner puts it in and utilises it in some of those areas, gets some really positive feedback, that they'll be adding one to their or more to their gym floor.
Okay. Well, look, it is. You guys have got a huge range.
We do, yeah.
If where am I going to go to if I want to find out more, particularly about this machine here?
Yeah, sure. So the easiest way to is check out lifefitness.com.au. So that's our website that has all of our brands on there. It'll link to the Cybex products, the ICG products, the Life Fitness products, and SciFit as well, which we also do, which you haven't really touched on. So all of that will be available through there, and we'll be able to depending on where you are around Australia, we'll then be able to get in contact with you and follow up from there.
Fantastic. Aaron, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks,
Really
Greg.
appreciate it. Thank
Cheers,
you.
mate. Thank you.